This is the informant desk. You found the channel video, so let me explain what this place is properly, start to finish. One very loud man posts constantly. Markets allegedly react. Everyone has an opinion about that. We didn't want opinions, we wanted receipts. So this station watches every single post on that feed and measures what the market actually did next. Every post since 2022. All of them. That's the whole premise. No more, no less. Here's the honest mechanics. When a post lands, we take real minute-by-minute prices, S&P, Nasdaq volatility, single names, Bitcoin, the lot, and we read windows after it 5 minutes, 30 an hour the day. Then the important part, we don't just say it moved 1%. 1% means nothing without context. So every move is scored against that ticker's own history. Thousands of comparable windows, and what you get is a percentile. This was bigger than 96% of moves like it. That's a fact with a ruler attached. And the ruler is honest about its limits. Posts land at 3 in the morning, markets are closed. We say so. That's a gap reading scored against other gaps, not pretended into a live one. Two posts land minutes apart. The window is contaminated and it gets flagged on the page instead of quietly deleted. And when a ticker doesn't have enough clean history to build a fair ruler, no number. Not a guess, not an estimate, nothing. Insufficient data never gets to dress up as confidence here. Now the part I actually built this station around. The shows you'll hear are written by AI, and AI, left alone, makes things up. So it isn't left alone. Every script passes through a firewall that checks every number against the measured record. A figure the machine can't prove, it isn't allowed to say, the line gets rewritten, or it airs saying, big number, out loud as a confession. You will genuinely hear a host say, some figure, now and then. That's not a glitch. That's the firewall telling you it caught something. It goes further. Once the machine invented a Reuters story out of thin air to explain a market move. We caught it before air and built a validator the same day. Now a host can only cite an outlet if that outlet's story is actually sitting in our feed with a timestamp. Direction words get checked too. A script physically cannot say a stock rose when the tape says it fell. And every evening broadcast reads out a registry seal, a cryptographic hash of the whole archive, spoken on air, so you can verify we never quietly edited the past. Paranoid. Absolutely, that's the product. The voices. Every host on this station is a character with a cloned voice, generated on my own hardware. The market desk runs 3 editions a day, plus the close every evening. Market weather 3 times daily. Tape alerts cut in when something moves harder than its own history says it should, with the wires quoted when they explain it, and honest silence when our feed hasn't caught up. There's a nightly interview, a crossfire where 2 pundits argue signal versus noise. They're the deliberately unhinged half, and their numbers get hedged on purpose. An archivist mining what he posted on this exact date across the years. An overnight recap. A monthly audit where the ledger grades everyone. A wire show for everything weird with receipts. And Min Legroom, you'll know him when you hear him. And the voice reading this right now, that's mine. Cloned. I'm the operator, I built this thing, and lately I read the wire in the monologue myself. Well, a version of me does. It gets the point across. Everything you're hearing and seeing is self-hosted. One machine with one graphics card in a garage on a battery backup. Local language models write the scripts. Local voice models speak them. The video, the captions, the charts rendered here. No cloud AI, no API to a big lab, no ad network, no sponsor to keep happy. The market data comes from a licensed vendor. Everything after that happens on hardware I can physically kick. The site is informant.reiners.io. The Wire tab has every post with its measured reaction. The Broadcast tab has everything you'd hear here. There's a best of the full archive back to 2022 and a headlines wire. There's a weekly poll strictly for fun. It never touches the measurements. And there's a jury. You can vote on whether a burst of post will move the market, and the tape grades everyone later. The whole station is also a podcast, every show RSS, wherever you listen. And one measured line a day goes out on Bluesky. So that's the station. It's satire wearing a lab coat. The jokes are jokes. The hosts are software. And every number is real. If that sounds like a contradiction, stick around. It turns out the numbers are funnier than anything we could make up. Numbers don't care how loud you type them. We measure it anyway. We write it down, and we read you exactly what the tape says. No more, no less. I'm the operator. This has been the tour. The receipts are all there.